Previously on Wrong Words on Purpose, we did this. And after that, we did this. And now we're going to pull it all together. So let's roll the credits and do this. So previously we set up this dashboard area, and it's got three sub areas. So there's one that's a dashboard that I will fill in eventually, one that is photos, and one that will be cameras. And we set up navigation, so you can kind of go between and you can spell dashboard wrong. We also set up browser mod, and this is my working. I want to see what it looks like. I go to Chrome, no menus, so when it's on my wall you'll be able to see more, so I can flip between them. So that's where we are now. The next thing I want to do is automate things. So we have our dashboard set up. There are two tabs. One takes you to photos and one is to the dashboard. So now we're going to do the automation to make things kind of happen automatically. So I can't do it in this browser because this is my target browser that kind of lost to its menus and stuff. But I've also got an Edge browser which has still got the menus on. All the information about getting this far in the link up there. So let's go and create the next part, which is making stuff change automatically. So I'm going to use helpers. So down to settings, down to devices and services, across to helpers. And I'm going to create a helper, and it's going to be a drop down helper, and I'm going to call it dashboard, and the icon is going to be a dashboard, and the options are going to be dashboard, add, and photos, add, and camera, add. I'm not going to do camera today, but we'll do photos and dashboard. So click create. So we've got a helper, import select or drop down helper called dashboard. So if we go back to settings, and this time go to automations and scenes, and we'll create a new automation. And what's going to happen is when the entity state of dashboard changes to something, I don't kind of mind what, we're going to do something. That's going to fire the trigger. We're not going to have any conditions. We could have conditions like don't change the dashboard when there's nobody there. So there's nobody in the house, so don't do it. But I'm not going to do that. We can add that afterwards. So we're going to add a trigger, and the actions we're going to do on that are going to change the tab that we're on. So you saw the tabs. So it's going to be a browser mod, navigate, and I'm going to pick a target browser, and I've already set up that Chrome browser called that, and I need to put a path in. So what I'll do is I've got the three dashboards set up here. So that's the first one, that's the photos one, and that's the camera one. And the path I need is everything past the domain name. So when I'm going to dashboard, and that would do a straight navigate. But what I want to do is I want to add, if I pick dashboard, go to dashboard. If I picked photos, go to photos. If I pick camera, go to camera. So I need to change and use blocks. Now I'm going to use choose. So the things I want to choose, the first option is going to be a condition of an entity, and it's going to be a state change. So it's going to be the dashboard import selects. When the state is set to dashboard, I want to, can I drag this? Add this as an action. Right, I'm going to press save to make sure I've got it saved. So I'm going to call it change dashboard. I'm going to give it a description. Update which dashboard is showing. It's going to be a testing at present, and it's going to be an automation. So click save. So I've got it. So I've got one set up here. When dashboard changes, so when that number change, when the drop down goes from dashboard to photos or dashboard to camera, it's going to fire this automation. So I've then got choose an option, and on option 1, if dashboard is chosen, then I'm going to navigate to dashboard 1. Now again, I'm lazy, so option 1, if I duplicate it and then duplicate it again, it's done lots of the work for me. So if I go to dashboard, so instead of saying entity dashboard is state dashboard, we'll go to photos. And we want to navigate, and instead of going to the first one, we want to go to the photos one, which is here. Okay, and then option 3, if the option is camera, then navigate to, nothing on this one, and I'm not planning to do it today, but if I get it all set up ready, at least I'm ready. Click save. So that's all set up and ready. So if I minimize this so you can see what's behind, and go into settings and helpers and go down to dashboard, oh, let's make it full screen so I can see, and I can change it there. So let's just minimize this. So it's on photos. So if I change this back to dashboard, there you go. If I change this back to camera, there you go. So you can swap round what you're actually showing just by changing this setting here, and it's changing the navigations on the dashboard. To do it for real. So there it is, showing pictures. If I walk close, and it's gone to the dashboard. I walk away again, in a second or two, As long as a dog doesn't stand in the way. Is he close enough? Yeah, he's brought it back again. Off there, you! Come on! And the pictures come back eventually when there's not a dog walking on the back of the sofa. Okay, last thing is there's another thing that I added afterwards, which I'll put just here. That's a bit of code that every time Home Assistant runs, so every time Home Assistant starts, as you can see on the code up there, what will happen is it will navigate the dashboard browser to photos. So it's going to keep, every time it refreshes, it's going to keep going back to the right place. So that's that. I have plans, as you probably guessed, to add a camera and add some other things to it. I'm having issues with camera. I need to say ring, because I'm having so much fun with the Ring doorbell. But that's it for today. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. And I will see you on the next one. Unless you want to watch this one or this one. I'll see you on the next one.